What makes friendship important? Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by rolling hills and shining rivers, there lived two close friends named Lucy and Jake. They spent their days exploring the forest, climbing trees, and playing games in the sunny meadows. Everyone in the village knew them as the best of friends, always laughing and helping each other. However, one sunny morning, their friendship faced a challenge that would teach them both an important lesson. One day, Lucy and Jake decided to play a game of soccer in the village square. They gathered a few friends, and soon there was a lively game going on. Lucy was running toward the goal, determined to score. Jake, hoping to help his team win, charged toward her to block the ball. In the heat of the moment, he accidentally bumped into Lucy, causing her to trip over a rock and fall to the ground. Lucy landed hard, and her knees scraped against the rough pavement. She felt a sharp pain and immediately looked up at Jake, who stood frozen in shock. "Why did you push me?" she exclaimed, pain welling up in her eyes. "You always do this. You never pay attention." Jake's face turned red. He hadn't meant to hurt her. "I didn't mean to. It was an accident." "You need to be more careful," he shouted back in frustration. Instead of calming the situation, their words only made things worse. Lucy felt angry and hurt, and Jake felt misunderstood and defensive. "Maybe I should just break something of yours too," Lucy blurted out, her anger taking over her thoughts. She wanted Jake to understand how she felt, but deep down, she knew that this wasn't the right way to show her feelings. As they walked away from the game, both friends felt upset. Lucy limped home, tears streaming down her face. She thought about how much she loved that game, but now everything felt ruined. Jake, on the other hand, couldn't shake off a nagging feeling in his chest. He had never wanted to hurt Lucy, yet here they were, yelling at each other. Later that afternoon, Lucy sat on her bed, her favorite book lying unopened beside her. She couldn't focus on reading, her mind kept replaying the fight. "Two wrongs don't make a right," she remembered her grandmother saying once. The words echoed in her mind like a gentle reminder. The saying meant that responding to hurt with more hurt wouldn't solve anything, it would only make things worse. In another part of the village, Jake was struggling too. He lay on his bed staring at the ceiling, wishing he could turn back time. "If only I had been more careful," he thought. "Maybe I should apologize," he considered. But doubt crept in. What if she doesn't want to be friends anymore? He worried. The next day, Lucy tried her best to act normal. She went to the marketplace to help her mother with errands, but each time she saw Jake playing with their friends, her heart ached. She wanted to forgive him but didn't know how to reach out. Meanwhile, Jake decided he needed to apologize. He collected some flowers from his garden, hoping they would brighten Lucy's day and show her he was truly sorry. With a deep breath, he walked toward Lucy's house, holding the flowers tightly in his hand. When he reached her door, he knocked softly. Lucy answered, surprised to see him. "Hi," she said, trying to keep her emotions in check. "I'm really sorry about yesterday," Jake said sincerely, looking in her eyes. "I didn't mean to push you, and I never wanted to hurt you. Here, I brought these for you." He handed her the flowers. Lucy looked at the flowers and felt a warmth spreading in her heart. "Thanks, Jake," she said quietly. "I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have said I wanted to break something of yours." She paused, the memory of their arguments still fresh in her mind. "I know that two wrongs don't make a right, and I don't want to fight with you." Jake smiled, relieved. "I think we both got carried away. Can we start over?" "Of course," Lucy replied, feeling lighter. "Let's not let our anger get in the way of our friendship." From that day on, Lucy and Jake made a promise to each other. Whenever they felt upset or angry, instead of yelling or saying hurtful things, they would talk things out and listen carefully to one another. They wanted to create a safe space where they could express their feelings without fear of making each other feel bad. As time went by, their bond became stronger. They learned how to communicate better, and they practiced forgiveness every time there was a misunderstanding. One sunny afternoon, while they were sitting under a big oak tree, Jake shared something that had been bothering him. "Lucy," he said, "I felt really scared when you yelled at me. I thought you would never want to play with me again." Lucy looked surprised. "I didn't know you felt that way. I was just so caught up in my emotions that I forgot you were my friend. I'm glad we talked about it." They laughed together, realizing how important it was to listen and understand each other's feelings. Whenever one of them made a mistake, they would use it as a chance to grow, instead of letting it lead to anger and hurt. One day, Lucy noticed a sign in the village announcing a talent show. She felt a spark of excitement and shouted, "Jake, let's enter the talent show together. We can dance and sing." Jake's eyes lit up. "That sounds like so much fun. But what if we mess up?" he asked, uncertainty creeping in. Lucy grinned. "Even if we mess up, it'll be okay. We'll learn and laugh about it," she replied, remembering their promise. "Let's not let fear hold us back." They practiced every day after school. They danced, sang, and even wrote funny skits. As the talent show approached, they felt nervous but excited. They also made sure to support each other during rehearsals, always encouraging and cheering each other on. Finally, the night of the talent show arrived. The village square was filled with families and friends, all eager to see what their neighbors had prepared. As they took the stage, Lucy looked at Jake and whispered, "No matter what happens, let's just have fun." They began their performance, and at first, everything went smoothly. They danced with joy, but suddenly, Jake tripped and fell. Lucy gasped but quickly extended her hand to help him up. The audience chuckled, and instead of feeling embarrassed, Jake smiled. They both burst into laughter and continued the performance, turning their little mishap into a funny moment. By the end of their act, everyone in the audience was clapping and cheering. They could see that their friendship shone brighter than any mistake. After the show, they felt proud of what they had accomplished together. As they walked home under the stars, Lucy turned to Jake and said, "I'm so glad we didn't let our mistakes stop us from having fun tonight." Jake nodded, feeling grateful. "You're right. We learned to lift each other up instead of pulling each other down. That's what friendship is about." After that night, Lucy and Jake continued to strengthen their friendship, always remembering to communicate openly and forgive each other. They understood that everyone makes mistakes, but true friends help each other rise above them. Their experiences taught the village children an important lesson: when someone hurts you, you don't need to bring yourself down to their level. Instead, you can choose kindness and understanding. Lucy and Jake became an inspiration, showing that, although friends may sometimes argue, the power of compassion and forgiveness can mend anything. As the seasons changed in the village and the years went by, Lucy and Jake grew up, but their friendship remained strong. They still played, laughed, and faced challenges side by side, always remembering that two wrongs don't make a right. And so, in that small village, Lucy and Jake's story continued forever, a beautiful reminder of the importance of nurturing friendships with love and understanding. The end. Thanks for watching.